Hello, and welcome to Rainy Day Yoga with Melissa. I'm so excited to have you. I am ready to get started with just one very delicious yoga class to put a smile on your face, some love in your heart, and all kinds of relaxation. So my number one rule when I teach yoga is if it hurts, don't do it. Please understand everything I say to you, I will consider to be a suggestion. So if your body doesn't like it or your mind says no way, just don't do it. If you just breathe with me for the next hour, my guess is you'll feel better than you do right now. So I am sitting on a yoga mat. If you don't have one, that's not even necessary. On top of that, I have two beach-sized towels rolled up. So if you don't have beach towels, go get something, even a pillow, so that your hips become higher than your knees, and just get ready for an hour of bliss. I'm going to start with something that's special to me. I think bubbles are magical. So I may have even given you bubbles already. If you have some, please use them with me. In life, one thing that we can control is our breath. So remember, sometimes you just need to slow down and take a big, deep breath. If you don't have bubbles with me, just play along. If you do have bubbles, feel free to blow them. We're going to take a deep inhale in our nose. Slow and steady. Feel your face. I bet you're smiling like I am. I'm going to ask for 4 more. Inhale. Feel your sit bones digging into your towel and blow again. Here we go. Inhale. And release. I'm going to ask for 2 more because 5 really deep breaths will get you ready for class. Inhale. And breathe. Last one. Here, I want you to close your eyes so you can feel what happens inside. Inhale, feeling your torso expanding. Exhale, finding a release. So we're going to put the bubbles down. If you have bubbles from me, you know I'm not just a realtor. I'm a yoga teacher too. I'm not just a realtor and a yoga teacher. I'm a mom, I'm a friend, and I'm generally a happy person. So nice to meet you. Enjoy this hour. Hands out to the side. I'm sitting with my sit bones. Those are little pointy bones in the bottom of my tiny hiney digging in to the towel. I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to pretend just a moment that I am the sun. I'm going to turn my palms away from my hips. I'm going to inhale, reaching the rays of sun / arms all the way up over my head. When my hands come together, I'm going to exhale. Inhale, reaching up. This time as you exhale, leaving both of your hands together, let them fall to your right, feeling your left side body open and all the way back to neutral. Inhale, reaching up again. Doesn't matter how far you tip left, just that you tip left. Feel that. And back to center. Every time I do a yoga class, I like to add an intention. It's a lot like a wish. So this time, inhale, reaching up with both hands. As you exhale, close your eyes. Let your hands lower down together. The elbows are bent. The shoulders relax. The hands stop in front of your heart. And your chin tucks towards your chest. Notice the feeling in the back of your neck. And think for yourself, what is your intention for the next hour? Breathe in. Send your intention out into the universe. Let your hands fall to the sides. Just stop and think for a moment before we move on. How are we like the sun? We rise every morning. We fall every night. We're full of energy and light that we can choose to share. The difference I know about the sun is it seems to ask for nothing in return. So just enjoy this hour. It's all about you. You don't need anything in return. So I'm sitting here with my eyes closed. We've already made an intention. Close your eyes. Just feel what this feels like. As you inhale, bring your shoulders as close as you can to your earlobes. As you exhale, start to roll your shoulder blades back towards each other. Press your heart forward. Feel your shoulder blades getting toward your spine and drop the hands back down. Leave your shoulders just as they are. Inhale in your nose. And as you exhale, drop that right ear down towards your right shoulder. Inhale, rain. Exhale, drops. Listen for them. Rain. Drops. 3 more. Rain. Drops. Rain. Drops. Last one. Rain. Drops. And here, your choice. Leave your head where it is. Take your hands behind you. Interlace your fingers or hold on to a wrist. Feel your shoulders come towards each other. Give me 5 more breaths here. Inhale, rain. Exhale, bows. Think of the rainbow in the sky after the rain. Rain. Bows. I have 3 more in this shape. Rain. Bows. 2. Last one. Okay, now if it's too much on your shoulders, I'll ask you to bring your hands back to the ends of the towel. If your shoulders are fine and your chest feels good, drop your nose toward your right armpit. The chin will come with it. The sensation's in a new place. Inhale, create. Exhale, space. Again, create. Space. 3 more. Create. Space. 2. Last one. Okay, here I'm going to ask you to bring your chin forward so your chin is by your chest. Your arms come away from each other and just notice. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice the sound of the rain going through you. Breathe in and out. Notice the difference between your left and right shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to go up and down with the nose. So as you inhale, let your nose rise. As you exhale, let your chin fall. Inhale, nose rises. Feel the skin on your throat move. Exhale, as your chin falls, notice the space in the vertebra. I'm going to ask for 3 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fall. I like to believe good things happen in the rain. Rise and fall. Just notice we're becoming better friends as it rains. Rise and fall. I'm going to ask you this time to bring your chin towards your left armpit. If your shoulders like the idea, interlace your hands behind you again. This time, maybe your hands come a little further away from the tiny hiney. Here, I'll ask for 3 more breaths. Inhale, slow. Exhale, down. If you're not sitting in a rainstorm, you should still be on your towel. Inhale. Exhale. Our last one in the shape. Here I'm going to ask that your left shoulder goes towards the floor, your left ear towards your left shoulder, the right side of your neck begins to open. Inhale, sun. Exhale, shine. Sun. Shine. We have 3 more. Sun. Shine. Again. Last one. Okay, here I'm going to ask you to take your hands back to the ends of your rolled towel. I'm going to ask for 5 more deep breaths here. Inhale the day. Exhale the night. Day. Night. We can't have one without the other. Day. Night. Just 2 more big deep breaths. Day and night. Now, I'm going to ask that you bring your left hand over to your left ear. The muscles on the right side of the head are open and relaxed. Take the fingerprints around the left ear and press your head back to neutral. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Notice if in your body right now you feel any different than when you got onto your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe you can hear the birds in my yard. Maybe you can smell the scent of the rain. I'm going to move on now. I'm going to ask you to come off of your towel, but I'm going to ask you to bring your tiny hiney behind your towel. So here you'll sit on your mat. I'm going to ask you to bring your soles of your feet together as if your feet could clap. Now notice, if you're looking at the video, you'll see my support is under a little bit of my thighs, a little bit of my shins, and under my knees. But here I don't have any horrible pull going on in my groins. If you're feeling a horrible pull, take your feet further away from your face. If you want more hip depth, bring your heels towards you. I will hold you in most of these poses for at least 5 breaths, so don't overdo it. This is about relaxing and feeling good. I'm going to ask you to choose. Do your hands want to be on your towel or on your shin? Now I want you to think about now, we're going to bring our chin towards our chest. We're going to round our spine away from our toes so our nose starts to fall, and I want you to feel like a rag doll here. No effort needed. I just want you to notice what you feel in the next 5 breaths. Inhale the word expanding. Exhale the word calming. Again, expand and calm. Feel the skin on your back move as you inhale. Feel the calm sensation of the rain on your exhale. 2 more breaths in and out. Again, in and out. Okay, here we're going to move our right hand first. So take your right hand to the outside of your right thigh. Without lifting your head up or pushing it down at all, slide your nose over your right thigh. Notice your belly and your spine are starting to twist. Next, I'm going to ask you to move your left hand. What's important here is that your shoulders are even in height. So try first putting your left hand right in front of you on the towel. See how that feels. If not, put it on your right shin. Try not to try. Inhale, feel. Exhale, good. That's really the whole point. Feel. Good. 3 more. Feel. Good. 2. Last one here. Now I want you to notice your right hip is compressed. Your left side body is open. Choice 1 is stay right where you are. There's nothing wrong with that choice. Choice 2 is to take your left hand onto your right knee, or maybe onto the floor next to your other hand. I just want you to notice wherever you are. This is the deeper twist. Don't overdo it. You're here to relax, not to hurt yourself. Your nose is pointing towards that right hip. I'm going to ask for 3 breaths here. Inhale, singing. Exhale, birds. They're cheering us on, singing. Birds. 1 more, singing. Birds. I'm going to move your left hand next. So take your left hand back to your left shin. Keep your nose at the height it's at and bring it over the roll of towels. And bring your right hand back to your right shin. Notice again, breathe in. Notice if your left side feels more open or any better than your right side. Breathe in. Notice here what it feels like not to try. 1 more big breath in. Thank yourself for being well enough and wise enough to take this hour for yourself to just let go. We're going to move towards our other side. So your nose is pointing towards the towel, the eyes are closed, no muscles needed. We'll take our left hand, we'll bring it to the floor on the outside of the left thigh. We'll then slide our nose over our left thigh or our left knee. Thinking about our right shoulder, we'll bring our right hand onto our left shin or onto the towel. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. Inhale the word humble. Exhale the word kind. Yoga makes us humble and kind. Notice here your left hip is compressed, your right side body is open, humble, kind. I'm going to ask for 2 more in this shape. Humble, kind. Again. Remember, choice 1 and staying right here. That means you're listening to your body. Choice 2 is only for people who want to go a little further. I'm going to talk about your right hand. That's closer to your feet. You can take your right hand onto your left knee or maybe onto the floor next to the left hand. I'm going to ask for 3 breaths here. Inhale, camp. Exhale, fire. Imagine yourself sitting at a camp. Fire. Last one, camp. Fire. Eyes are closed. I'm going to move your right hand first. Right hand to right shin. Nose stays as low as it is. Just slide it back over the towels. Left hand to left shin. Breathe in. 'Let' 'it out. 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 'Let 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 Notice the feeling you have with your nose going down towards the towel, and we're not trying. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, next, I'm going to ask you to bring your hands towards your hips, keeping your chin towards your chest. Inhale, roll your hands onto your towel, and roll your back to the last thing that comes up is your magical smile. Just notice, feel. Notice what parts of your body are talking to you now. Those are the spots that we hold our attention. Bring your hands to the outside of your thighs. Push your legs back together. And let your toes come away from your nose so your legs straighten. Now, if your big toes are not pointed at the ceiling, that's okay. Let them point away from each other. Put your hands on your thighs, and with no effort at all, let your hands slide towards your feet. We don't need to touch our toes. Let your chin come towards your chest, and just feel what's happening here. You still have that towel under your knees or your thighs. Breathing in, letting out a feeling of relaxation. Breathing in, sharing your love. Breathing in, letting go of anything that worries you. One more inhale. Today is going to be a really good day, and as you exhale, pull the hands again towards the hips. Roll the spine up one vertebra at a time. And again, the last thing that comes up is your magical smile. This time I'm going to ask for you to put your hands behind you. If you're looking at the screen and you can see my body, notice you can no longer see my arms, so try to hide your arms. You can be on your fingerprints or you can be palms down. I want you to feel your chest open. If it feels better to put a bend in your legs, let that happen too. Breathe in your nose, feel your heart fill up with love. Send it to someone who needs it. Breathe in your nose, fill your heart with joy. Send it to someone who needs it. Breathe in your nose. Fill your mind with kindness. Send it to a stranger. Breathe in your nose. Fill your mind with your favorite song. See yourself driving in your car with the windows down and let that air go. One more breath in. This really is the magic of yoga. Here, bring your palms down. The hands can come a little further away from each other. I'm going to ask you to put the soles of your feet down on the mat. Here, I'm going to ask for your legs to go to the left and the right. I want you to notice the feeling in the opposite hip. Our knees are not going all the way to the floor, and we still have the towel underneath the back of the knees to stop us. Inhale with me. As you exhale, let your knees fall to the right. Inhale back to center. Let your knees fall to the left. Inhale back to center. Again to the right. Inhale back to center. And to the left. Coming back to neutral. I'm going to ask you to keep the towel underneath you, just for ease. Straighten your left leg just ahead of you. Straighten your right leg over the left. I just want you to feel the sensation. We don't need to overdo it. My hands are on my towel, and my nose just falls in the direction of the knee. I know your thighs are talking to you, your back is talking to you, even the muscles in your high knee. It's okay. Give me a deep breath in. Release it. another one. Inhale. Exhale, hear the thunder and the plane. One more, inhale. Release it. Keep your chin tucked to your chest. And please roll all the way up again. Hands can stay where they are. As a surprise, I'm gonna uncross your right leg. I'm gonna cross over the left leg. And we're just gonna fall forward again for 3 breaths. Letting your elbows bend, letting your nose fall, letting your chin come towards your chest. Sensation could feel different on the other side. That's okay. Inhale, candle. Exhale, flame. Candle. Flame. One more, candle. Flame. Slowly roll it up, keeping the chin tucked. Uncross the left leg. Just move your towel off to the side. Cross the legs, let the hands fall down. I just want you to notice what about 25 minutes worth of yoga feels like to your body. Inhale. Let it go. You might already feel different or better. Inhale. And just let go. I love saying this in yoga, so make sure you're listening. There's a part of my class where somehow I can make everyone smile, so feel your face, it's about to happen. We're going to lay down. You know it's only going to get more delicious. I'm going to ask you to take your rolled towels, leave them on the right side of your yoga mat. As you turn your body, you want your right hip near your right towel, and we're gonna lay down. The soles of the feet are on the mat. Our goal here, that should be easy to manage, is not to hit your head. So come down first on your forearms and just come down gently. Let your arms fall out to a T. Let your palms splay up. Notice this. Breathe in. Breathe out. I'll ask for that again. Big inhale. Big exhale. Okay, now I'm going to ask that you notice your feet here. Our feet are next to each other with, I'm going to say, at least 4 inches in between. I want you to notice where your weight is resting in your feet. I want you to rest the same amount of weight in your left foot as your right foot. And I also want you to think about when you press into your feet, that you press into your feet evenly, and there isn't more weight in the toe area, more weight in the heel, more weight in the pinky toe side. It's just totally evenly divided. Next, we're going to lift our tiny hiney right up from this mat. Remember, it doesn't matter how high you come up, just that you do. So here we go. Inhale, press into your feet, lift the tiny hiney up away from the mat. Feel some of your vertebra come off the mat. Your nose is pointed to the ceiling or the sky here. As you exhale, we come down with the top of the back, a little lower, maybe the bra strap area if you're wearing one. If not, sorry for that. Middle back. And as you lower your back, you'll get to a space where your shoulders let go, and guess what that means? You're all the way down. One more time, noticing your feet first. Inhale, press into the feet, lift that tiny hiney. See if you can find a straight line. Well, it also will look like a diagonal from your right knee right to your right shoulder. Yep, I'm making you hold on longer. Inhale. If you like this idea, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend that right leg, step down, feeling what it feels like to step down. Inhale, left leg lifts. Remember or not, that's just a suggestion. Let the left leg come down. And now, top of the back comes down first, mid back comes down next, low back, and just notice. Okay, now, remembering your towel is on your right side, I'm going to ask you to bring your right hand onto your towel. I'm going to ask you to lift that tiny hiney in just a second one more time. We'll be putting our bolster right underneath your tiny hiney. Are you ready? Nose is looking to the ceiling, so we're not putting any extra weight in our neck looking at a TV screen. Inhale, press into the feet, lift the tiny hiney, pull the towel underneath. It's actually your sacrum, which is the lowest part of your back. Your hands should feel comfortable resting on the towel, and so should your sacrum. I want you to notice something super cool here. In between your hips is called your pelvic bowl. All day when we sit or stand, our organs and our intestines, they stack on top of each other. So there's always pressure on that part. Right now, how you're laying, your organs are headed a little bit towards your ribs. And if you're really present, you can notice a sense of ease in the low belly, breathing in and breathing out. Again, in, out. If you generally feel low back pain, this is an awesome thing to do on an everyday basis. Again, in and out. Next, if your hands are not already on your towel, I'm going to ask you to place them there, palms down. We'll bring either one knee at a time or both knees together towards our shoulders. So that's going to feel like your thighs are somehow over your stomach. You might look different than me in this pose. That's okay. Don't worry about what it looks like. Notice what it feels like. Many times when people come to this shape, they have their heels really high up. If that's happening to you, just drop your heels towards your tiny hiney. Let the nose point towards the ceiling and give me 5 delicious breaths, listening to the sound of the rain. Inhale, relax. Exhale, restore. The towel's got you, no work. Relax. Restore. 3 more breaths here, please. Two. Last one. I'm going to ask you to think about your toes now. I'm going to ask you to bring your toes towards your ceiling in the room you're in or towards the sky. Here, for ease, leave a little bend in your knees. If you're looking now, I have a bend in my knees. It helps. My stomach isn't doing most of this work. The towel's actually helping hold me. If it feels right to you for your hands to hold your thighs, that's okay too. I'm going to ask for another 5 breaths. I'm going to ask you to see a waterfall in your mind. Listen to the sound in my backyard. Inhale, water. Exhale, fall. Nose towards the ceiling. Water. Fall. 3 more. Water. Fall. Again. Last one. Okay, and as we come down slowly, I'm going to ask you first to bring your heels towards your tiny hiney. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then step back down on your mat, feeling what it feels like to step down with your right foot. We step all day long and never think about what it feels like. Inhale, left leg is bent. Exhale, stepping down with that left foot, feeling that sensation. I'm going to move the towel back to your right side in just a second so you know what's happening. This time, inhale, evenly stepping our weight into our feet, lifting the tiny hiney. Slide the bolster or your towels off to your right. Bring that tiny hiney all the way down to the mat. Don't worry about where the towel is. Bring your knees back in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around yourself like you're giving yourself a hug because you love yourself. As you inhale, roll to your right as slow as possible, getting a free back massage. And then rolling to your left, feeling the massage. Rolling right, I love me. Rolling left, I am loved. We don't think that enough. Rolling right, I love me. Rolling left, I am loved. Come back to center. With the feet step down on the mat so your legs are bent. Maybe take your right hand to your towel and your right foot and just scoot your towel down to your right side. Let your arms fall out to a T. Your legs are bent. We're going to head for an easy twist. Here your nose is pointed at the sky and your knees both fall to the right. So you'll notice because your towel is on your right side, part of your towel is under your shin, part is under your thigh. You are putting weight on your right hip. Your left hip has left the ground and your shoulders are relaxed. If there is a pull by your left armpit, please put your left fingers on your left ribs. Here, only if you want more, and this could be enough, you may straighten your left leg, which would be your top leg. So you're still thigh over thigh with your left leg kind of hanging out, getting a deeper stretch. Deeper isn't necessarily better. And here, I just want you to look for the good. Take an inhale in your nose. Think of the first thing that makes you smile and send it out into the universe. Good things make you smile. We're going to be here for the next 2 minutes, and I'm going to ask for you only to think of things that make you smile. Breathe in the shape of a happy face balloon. Let it go literally into the sky with any worries you might have. Breathe in again. Think of how this class began and you smiled when you saw me blow bubbles. You're in charge of all the other happy thoughts. Breathing in and out. In, out. We're just about halfway there. Notice in your own body if your top teeth are touching your bottom teeth. If you're scrunching the muscles in the belly, the tiny hiney, or the thighs. If you are, let it go. One more. Okay, I'm going to talk about your legs here. Your leg that's touching your towel should be your right leg. Now that we're thinking about the right leg, I'm going to ask you to straighten your right leg. So your right foot is as far away from your face as it can be. You're still on your right hip, and if your right knee is bent a little, that's totally fine. Now I'm going to ask you to bring your left leg parallel to your right arm. So both on the right side of your body. Again, it's okay if that left leg is bent. Might even feel better bent. Mine is bent. For the next 5 breaths, I want you to see the sun and watch it set. Inhale, sun. Exhale, set. Again, sun. Set. 3 more, sun. Set. 2. Last one. Now you could feel a lot of sensation here, just as a warning. I'm going to ask you to move your left foot. That's the one that's all the way to the right side. So think about taking your left foot, slide it down towards your right foot. We're going to get to a place where your ankles become crossed. Then we're going to take that left leg. We're going to bring it all the way to the left bottom corner of your mat. You might have to scooch. Right heel to the right bottom corner of your mat. And I want you to feel like a starfish right now with no responsibility. Breathe in. Look at the clear water. Breathe in. Look at the blue sky. Breathe in. Notice the contentment in your body. Thinking just of your legs. Inhale. Notice if one of your legs literally feels longer than the other. I promise to fix it if you're lucky enough to have that feeling. One more inhale. This right here is the magic of yoga. Okay, I'm going to ask you to take your right hand and slide it onto your towel. I'm going to ask you to bring your left hand across your body. We're going to pull the towel across your torso and lay it down next to your left leg. If you're physically watching me, I'm just spinning the other way. You don't need to do any spinning. You just need to lie there like a happy starfish. I'm going to take that whole session to the other side. Thinking about your right leg. Inhale, bend your right leg. Exhale, step down and feel. Left leg, inhale, bend the left leg. Exhale, step down and feel. Just notice, breathing in and breathing out. Okay, next, our nose will point to the ceiling, our towel's by our left legs. Both of our knees just fall to the left. So now it's our left thigh and our left shin on the mat. The right leg's on top. The left hip is touching the mat. The right hip is not. The shoulders are flat on the mat. If the right shoulder is not on the mat, or you feel pressure behind your right breast or armpit, right fingers just rest right on the ribs. Remembering my theme, if it hurts, don't do it. Make this feel good. If you want more from this twist, it'll be the right leg that I speak of. So here, your right leg can stay just how it is. There's nothing wrong with that. Or you can take your right foot, straightening it so you're still thigh over thigh. It's just a little bit deeper. And here, we're just going to breathe and listen to the rain. If your mind wants words, inhale, rain. Exhale, drops. Or maybe you'd like to go with relax and release. We're here for 2 minutes. Just let go of everything. Someone's thinking of making it rain harder. Feel it coming to us. Five more deep breaths in this shape. Okay, I'm going to move your left leg. That's the bottom leg. So think about your left foot going as far from your head as you can. Think about your right leg going parallel with your left arm, leaving a bend in that leg, hearing the sound of the rain. 5 more delicious breaths as if you could feel the raindrops literally bouncing off the yoga mat. One more breath. Okay, here's the best part. I'm going to ask you to start to slide your right foot towards your left foot. And then your right foot all the way down to the bottom corner of the mat. Inhale. Exhale. The magic of yoga is happening now. Inhale. Exhale. When we relax our body and open our muscles, notice the feeling in the mind. Relax and release. Okay, choice now for you. 1 would be just lay there. Sounds like a good choice to me. Choice 2 would be to take your roll of towel and put it underneath the back of your knees. That'll help with low back. Remember, that's only a suggestion. Choice 3 would be to put that towel behind your neck so it works as if it's a pillow. Wherever you are, there's no work left to be done. At this point, you can let me completely melt you into the mat, or just block out the sound of my voice and listen to the sound of the rain. Everyone's eyes are closed, and I want you to feel like you can literally melt. Wiggle your fingers and your toes just a tiny bit. Feel the raindrops drip between them. Breathing in. Breathe out and melt your toes. Breathe in between all the little bones in your feet and your ankles. Breathing in. letting the ankles and the feet just melt away. Breathe into your shins, both lower leg bones. Feel the weight of the bone and the muscle and the skin just get oozy and melt into your yoga mat. Next, we'll breathe into your knees. Maybe not a lot of sensation, and that's okay. Breathe into your knees and send them healing love. Think about your thighs and all the muscles in the front, the back, and the sides of the thighs. Breathing in. Turn them red. Feel the heat and let them melt. Breathe in again. Bring your mind all the way to your toes and let that breath go from your toes to the top of your thighs, and notice if your lower body right now feels more relaxed than your upper body. Next, we'll go right into that pelvic bowl, breathing into the tiny hiney area. Let the tiny hiney melt. Let the hips melt. Let your personal area melt. And your organs and your intestines. Let them just melt in. Breathe into your belly and literally feel it rise. And as you exhale, literally feel it fall. Oh, wow. Breathe into your ribs and your lungs. Feel them rise and let them fall. Breathe into your shoulders. Send them healing love and let them melt. Top arm bone is next. Breathe in. Let them feel heavy and melt away. Elbows, forearms. Inhaling. Let them melt away. Hands and wrists. Inhale. Let your hands feel relaxed, warm, and ready to melt. I'm going to take you all the way to the bottom of your spine, all the way into your tailbone. And here I want you to pull positive energy right up that spinal column. When you're ready, inhale with me. That's healing energy. As you're ready, exhale, let it slide down your spine and out to all the side body. Breathe into your neck. Let any tension that's left in your neck drip down your body like a bead of sweat or a drip of rain. Breathe into your scalp. Let it feel as if I'm giving you a personal head massage and release. Now think about the face. Breathe into your eyeballs. Let them feel heavy and sink them deeper into the sockets. Breathe in again. Let your eyeballs roll down behind your cheekbones. Breathe in again. Let your low jaw and tongue release and relax. Breathing in. Find that little spot in the middle of your forehead that we call a third eye and release all of you. Last drizzly deep breath here. Inhale. Just imagine yourself out in a rainstorm, completely melted with zero responsibility. Nothing matters right now. Just relax. If you're choosing to close class with me, you'll sit up. You don't have to. It's boring out here. Just let your body melt. If you're coming with me, come up to a seat. Let your arms come out to a T as we wish for the sun. As you inhale, raise your arms all the way up over your head. When the palms come together, exhale. Let your elbows bend, bringing them down, down in front of your forehead and your eyes. Breathe in. And say in your mind, may I see the truth, and exhale. Bring your hands down in front of your lips. And say in your mind, may I speak the truth, and exhale. Bring your hands down in front of your heart. Inhale, tuck your chin, feel your neck. And say in your mind, may I live my life being humble and kind. May the sun always keep a smile on your face. May you remember this rain class as we sat in the rain together. Let the raindrops take away your worries. Let the light of the moon guide you safely on your way home. And we say together, Namaste. I'd love to thank you for this rainy hour of yoga together. I hope my words touched your heart. I hope you feel better right now than you did an hour ago. I've never taught class quite this wet before. So hopefully you're dry in your room and just saying, thanks Melissa, I loved it. I'm leaving you with some bubbles because I can't help myself. So breathe in with me. Feel the smile. Bubbles in the rain. Breathing in and breathing out. If you need to find me, my cell is 201-602-0547. Some people know me as Miss Melissa. Some people know me as a friendly realtor. So whether you want help in yoga, a smile on your face, or you need a phone, you just need a new home, call me up. I look forward to talking to you soon. Namaste. May the light and the energy in me honor the light and energy in you. Peace out. Enjoy the rain.